Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Preston Endress. The Associated Press has declared Republican Dave McCormick the winner of the Pennsylvania Senate race. According to the Associated Press, McCormick's lead over incumbent Senator Bob Casey is currently over 40,000 votes, with 99% of the votes counted. However, the race will not be officially decided until the state certifies the results or Casey concedes the election. In a statement on Saturday, Casey cited over 100,000 ballots left to be counted, including tens of thousands of provisional ballots in counties favorable to his campaign. However, McCormick declared victory on Friday during an event in Pittsburgh. 9 people have been displaced following a Sunday evening fire in McAdoo. According to officials, the fire broke out around 7 p.m. at the intersection of South Manning Street and West Sherman Street. Crews from McAdoo, Hometown, Hazleton, and Hazel Township all responded at the scene. Officials say heavy fire conditions were present in the home, but that all residents were able to evacuate the building safely. No injuries have been reported. Officials say the Red Cross is assisting the residents following the fire. The cause of the fire has not yet been released. Despite a Sunday night rainfall in northeast PA, residents are reminded that several burn bans remain in effect. According to officials, the rain was insufficient to reduce the fire risk, and conditions remain hazardous. A drought watch remains in effect in Luzerne, Carbon, and Columbia counties, and Schuylkill County remains under a drought warning. Countywide burn bans in Luzerne and Columbia counties are scheduled to extend until Monday, December 9th. Several municipal burn bans also remain in effect. For additional information regarding burn bans and preventing wildfires, you can visit dcnr.pa.gov/communities/wildfire. Coming up on WYLN News, the Hazleton City Council announces plans to present the city's proposed budget for 2025. Plus, local residents honor veterans during the 79th Annual Wyoming Valley Veterans Day Parade. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute and the region's only nationally ranked hospital for orthopedics by U.S. News and World Report. Our team is ranked among the top 20 in the nation and is your unrivaled partner for orthopedic care. Learn more at lvhn.org/ortho.
Hi, my name is Ezra. I'm 5 years old. It's partly cloudy out here and a little cold.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Attention, WYLN viewers! WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Welcome back to WYLN News. The City of Hazleton has announced plans to present the city's 2025 proposed budget during the City Council meeting on Tuesday. The council meeting will take place on Tuesday, November 12th, beginning at 6 p.m. During the meeting, the oath of office will also be administered to incoming junior council members. For the full agenda, you can visit hazletoncity.org/council/agenda. Hazleton City Council meetings are open to the public and take place at Hazleton City Hall. Kingston and Wilkes-Barre residents honored their local veterans on Sunday during the 79th Annual Wyoming Valley Veterans Day Parade. The annual parade begins in Kingston and travels across the Market Street Bridge into Wilkes-Barre to Public Square. During the event, the sidewalks were packed with people waving flags and honoring the veterans and active military members in the parade. This year's parade also coincided with the 249th birthday of the U.S. Marine Corps. The parade is one of the largest of its kind in the area. Senator Dave Argall has announced an upcoming license plate replacement event in Freeland. The event will take place on Tuesday, November 12th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Freeland Borough Building. The Borough Building is located at 526 Fern Street in Freeland. During the event, residents can stop by to have their license plate checked and replaced. There is no fee to attend, but registration is required. To register to attend the event, you can call 570-773-0891. Coming up on Tamaqua's News Choice, Chris Fomer leads us down the path through history with Mount Carmel Part 1. Plus, we check in with Luzerne County Manager Imelda Crocomo on Crocomo's County Report. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Cheers Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Cheers is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business.
Contact Pete Casalica for a home and auto quote today.
You will love the feel-good feeling you get when you shop at Grand Central in Nescopeck and Hazleton. You will enjoy a no-pressure professional sales staff, experienced delivery crew, service after the sale,
and don't forget, everyday low prices.
No matter what you're shopping for in your home, we have you covered with top brand names like Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, England, and Dillon Custom Rugs.
With our enormous selection and the flexibility to finance interest-free for up to 60 months, Grand Central makes it easy to make your house a home.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book? One that understands the process and upholds Christian values in its business practices?
Introducing Covenant Books, an author-friendly publisher who shares your beliefs and wants to publish your story. Call us today to get a free author packet to help get you started.
We realize your book is unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose, That's the content we're looking for.
We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process with professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the industry.
Covenant distributes and sells your book online and in bookstores everywhere. We convert your book in ebook format and sell it on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and to these distributors. Our authors love us.
So if you've written a biography, a devotional, a memoir, self-help, or any genre, we can help. Be like these authors and get your book published and sold today.
Call right now for your free writer's guide.
1-800-215-3680.
Hi everybody. This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, Sarah McManus is going to tell us her story. 8 years old, she was traumatized. 16 years old, hit by a car as a pedestrian. Now 23 years old, another car accident. So stay tuned to see how chiropractic care has changed her life.
A Path Through History is sponsored by the Old Jail Museum, 128 West Broad Street in Jim Thorpe. Call 570-325-5259 or visit them online at theoldjailmuseum.com.
When Europeans first reached the corner of today's Columbia and Northumberland counties in the late 1700s, the area was largely dense woods. Its first boost came in 1808, when construction began the center turnpike through the area. Generally following the route of the colonial-era King's Highway, it ran from Reading to Sunbury, with toll booths at various locations along the way. For travelers coming through the area where the counties met, the Mount Carmel Inn, operated by Richard Yarnall, opened in 1812. The name Mount Carmel had been bestowed in the area by local sawmill operator Albert Bradford. Impressed by the beauty of the area's mountains, he had chosen the name of the biblical peak on which Elijah had bested the prophets of Baal at sacrificing in chapter 18 of the first book of Kings, as he thought central Pennsylvania's mountains looked like the actual Mount Carmel. In Mount Carmel's earliest years, lumbering was its primary industry, and the forests around the fledgling community had much timber to give. Anthracite coal had first been discovered in the area in 1790 by Isaac Tomlinson, but would not be until about 1815 that it would be transported to market. The coal industry grew gradually after that, but would get its big jump in 1854, when the tracks of the Philadelphia and Sunbury Railroad were completed to town from Shamokin, allowing easier transport of the black diamonds from the area. The Philadelphia and Sunbury would later be merged into the North Central Railroad, which in turn would be bought out by the Pennsylvania Railroad, which ran it as a subsidiary line. In later years, the Philadelphia and Reading Railroad and Lehigh Valley Railroad would also lay their tracks to Mount Carmel. With the arrival of the railroads in Mount Carmel in 1854, the coal companies soon followed. That same year, the Locust Mountain Coal and Iron Company established two breakers, the Coal Ridge and Locust Mountain collieries, and began regular mining operations. The Reliance, Alaska, Monitor, Locust Gap, Locust Spring, and Mount Carmel collieries were among the many that would spring to life in the area in the decades to come, making the community a solid coal town. Mount Carmel Township would be carved out of surrounding Coal Township on November 14, 1854, and 8 years later, on November 3, 1862, Mount Carmel would be officially incorporated as a borough. With the coal mine open for business, numerous ethnicities would come to Mount Carmel to work in the mines. Each brought their own customs and traditions with them, including their own churches. Mount Carmel would soon become known as a borough of churches, with steeples dotting the skyline everywhere. Divine Redeemer Polish Catholic Church, Saints Peter and Paul Ukrainian Church, St. Peter's Italian Catholic Church, St. Michael's Russian Orthodox Church, and St. Matthew's Slovak Lutheran Church were just a few of the many ethnic houses of worship to hold services in town. Jewish practitioners were also able to worship at Tifereth Israel Synagogue. Holy Cross Lithuanian Church, in addition, would open a school with the same name in 1908, the first Lithuanian school in the United States. Other businesses took root in Mount Carmel as the 1800s progressed. Some were connected to the mines themselves. Both the Mount Carmel Manufacturing Company and the Progress Hat and Cap Manufacturing Company made caps for the area's miners. Other businesses stood on their own. The Geiger, Hinkle & Company's planing mill produced hundreds of board feet of lumber at Market and Hickory Streets. General Cigar had a large factory on 5th and Hickory Streets for many years, churning out scores of cigars for smokers everywhere. The textile industry that took root in northeastern Pennsylvania also came to Mount Carmel, including the Lewis Brothers Shirt Factory at 5th and Walnut Streets. Cement blocks and silk products will also be among the items made in town over the years. 1897 would see the opening of the Anthracite Brewing Company on Lehigh Avenue and Poplar Streets. The business would survive Prohibition, after which it would change its name to the Mount Carmel Brewing Company. Among the brews it would produce include Metzger's Bock Beer, Ames Light Lager Beer, Black Diamond Beer, and Anthracite Beer. The brewery would close in 1951.
F&L Doors, your trusted overhead door supplier for over 50 years, providing quality products and services to Eastern PA and beyond with 2 strategic locations. They carry garage doors from leading manufacturers in the industry like Rayner. They guarantee parts and service for your home or business, from new construction to replacement doors, inspections, and service calls. F&L Doors stands behind every job, taking pride in the work they do. Call 800-344-DOOR or visit F&L Doors online at fldoors.com or visit their showrooms in Hazel Township or Schuylkill Haven. S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hey! Did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Welcome back to Crocomo's County Report. I'm joined here as always with Luzerne County Manager Imelda Crocomo. Imelda, how's it going today?
It's good. I'm just catching up on my sleep.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're here finishing off election week. Things are winding down for us, but I know for you, there's always stuff to get done, and especially now that the election's capping off, we're entering the next stages of what has to be done with your role as the county manager and what we have to do to as we move forward here.
Right. So first, I just want to thank all of the election workers, all the poll workers, judges of election, and obviously Emily Cook, our director, and Steve Hahn, our deputy director, and the bureau staff, and all the staff members from other departments who came in before election and election night to carry us over the finish line. They truly are heroes of our democracy, and we should thank them very much. We're not done yet. We started the adjudication, which means the board has to review what are called provisional ballots and any other ballots that there may be some question on. And then we do some final reports, and then the board will certify the election. And then we do audit reports to make sure our numbers match up. That's required by law, and every county has to do it, and we'll do that as well. So we're not quite done yet. There's still work that needs to be done, but the election day is over, and we made it through.
Absolutely. Yep. Really great to finally reach that home stretch
Mhm.
there. I do have to ask, though, I guess when it comes to like expectation for the election, do you think overall you would say that things went pretty smoothly, all things considered, with here in Luzerne County?
Yeah, I mean, elections are always difficult and present challenges because there's so many different mechanisms. And it's not just election day, it's all the weeks beforehand. And we rely on outside vendors, and we have to deploy over 1,000 machines to 186 polling sites. There's a lot of human hands involved in an election, and the more human hands that are involved in any process, it increases the probability of mistakes. But they weren't fatal, and some of them were very typical. When the polls open in the morning, there's always issues. That's when the phones ring the most, and that this year was no different than any other year. But I think that we had a successful election. We're going to have a post-election action team review the processes and procedures, what went right, what went wrong. We'll issue a report, and I'm going to formulate an election legislation task force, because our legislatures, they have to do their job and update the election code and make it workable for counties. It really is. It's time that they actually do their job and amend the election code.
Absolutely. Sounds like we'll have big plans planned for Luzerne County here when it comes to the elections. It was really great to see it moving that way. So very nice. As always, I want to thank Ramilda Crocomo for joining us here on Crocomo's County Report. We'll see you next time.
You're watching WYLN TV 35,